It's a few days later and the box arrived damaged, but the part is okay. I'll show you that. And another thing that's very strange is that, see, it was shipped USPS, but FedEx delivered it. It was the craziest thing. So anyway, even with the box all damaged, the part arrived intact. I've already opened it. I cut the tape off, looked at it, inspected it because I wanted to make sure everything was okay before the driver got away from me. They sent me 2 packing slips, cord, hardware, instructions, which are hilarious. I read them online. And then the part itself. Again, I inspected it to make sure it was okay. And I guess the AC to DC conversion is all going on in here. So here's the mounting places. So there we go. Kind of has some futuristic kind of look to it, almost like a sci-fi movie robot's eyes kind of look to it. Alright, it comes with new hardware. Of course, the light and the connector. And the instructions are kind of funny. You know, it's just check your inventory, stop the unit, remove the key, wait for the moving parts to stop, and the hot parts to cool. Yeah, because you just ran it. Disconnect the wiring harness, remove and discard the 2 screws, and remove and discard the headlight assembly. So you got to throw them away. Sorry about that. Then for installation, it says connect the wiring harness to the plug and the light, and then screw the light on with the screws provided. Do not over tighten. Alright, let's get to it. Okay, it's mid-spring and the snowblower is away. Alright, I have the machine in maintenance mode because that makes it easier to get to the light. I can zoom in here, lock my camera down, the screws are exposed. One here, and the wiring. So let's get to it. So to remove the wiring, I think I'm going to remove the light bulb. So let me do that. Alright, I'm going to take the light bulb off the wiring harness. I've already staged it. It was actually kind of tricky getting both of those unlocked at the same time. So am I not following instructions right out the gate here? Let's see. Yep, it's idiot proof, so that's that. Hopefully I was on camera. Also, I am going with 8mm. I like what was in there. I don't know, silver and gold. I'm going back with what was factory, so I'm not going to follow instructions. They're both coarse thread for going into plastic. I call screws like this plastic screws, even though they're made out of metal. meaning that the finer threads typically go into like nuts and bolts, and these really coarse threads typically go into plastic. Okay, as soon as the second screw comes out, I have my hand on the back side because it can fall right out. So I just have my hand on the back side to catch it. And it's going to be the same thing for this guy. Of course, if I followed the instructions, it says to plug it in, which will help because that way it won't fall to the ground. So let's see. Now I know I'm off camera. Here, let's go like this. Alright, that was easy. I actually like that I have slack, so that's a good thing. For right now, I don't know how I'm going to take that slack out. I'll do something, but I'll probably absorb that slack later on at the junction box. Alright. Alright, the screws look identical to me, so I'm going with the factory OEM gold as opposed to the silver that came with the project, or that came with the accessory. Alright. Let's get this in. That was pretty easy. Definitely have to do something with this wiring. I'm probably going to feed it down. I'm going to extend the wire loom cover and feed this down and stuff it in the junction box for my other LED. Which reminds me, I sincerely apologize for not firing up the machine and showing you how bright it is or how dim it is. Or how dim I am for spending 45 bucks to put that on there. But it is spring and I've already drained the gas and it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm not going to wake up all the neighbors, which also reminded me that, you know, I'm out there 4 o'clock in the morning in the wintertime when it's snowing. I don't seem to care about waking up the neighbors. But unfortunately, this go around, I am not going to put gas in it and fire it up and wake up the neighbors. So I apologize for that. I'll do another video in the winter. Look forward to it. You know, subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification so you know when I actually fire this thing up and test the light. You know, 9 months from now. Anyway, so there it is. It looks okay. You know, it's not as bad as the original light here. How did that thing go? Like this? Like this. So here's the original light. bit out of camera. There it is compared to the original light, which is so lame, you know, that I put on a front light, which is fantastic. I really like that thing. It's down low, you know. This one is kind of over top of the machine, so you know it doesn't light your way. It's more of a warning light, you know, for oncoming traffic or whatnot. You know, kind of like your reverse lights. Your reverse lights aren't to light up the area so you can see and go backwards. They're warning lights for other people to know you're in reverse. So it's kind of like that. So we'll see how this turns out. See how bright it is. See if it just lights the engine and discharge chute, or whether it is actually a decent beam of light where you can navigate with. Alright, well that's the video for now. Thank you for watching.